Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. I came today to kill David Wood. And I'm going to start making videos about David Wood. Right? And I'm going to make him look stupid in every video I make. Because he's meddling in things he doesn't understand. Just to get back at the Sunni clerics, right? But he's reading the Quran and understanding it an evil way, right? An evil way. And that's what the Sunnis do as well. They use like verses out of context. I don't want to say much, but he's been encouraged by Sunnis. He's been encouraged by Sunnis by saying that, right? All right? And I'll show you why. By proof, you know. I always talk about with proof. I never just say anything. But listen. Just listen to this, all right? Look how sick these people are. How sick David Wood thinks the Quran is.
Surah 65, verse 4. What is the most disgusting verse in the Quran? Surah 65, verse 4 confirms that men can marry little girls who are too young to menstruate even after they have been divorced.
No, what's wrong with these people? Are they mad? They're intellectual. This lot are dumb, are just idiots. It's unbelievable. Like, they're hiding behind the speech. That's why they're hiding behind the speech. Words, they say. But intellectually dead. Intellectually dead, this lot. And I prove it right now. I'm going to kill David Wood. Alright, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him, trust me, in every video. And I will come back, David Wood, in every video because I've been listening to you, yeah? I've been listening to you, but I didn't want to say nothing. But now, I'm going to start coming to you as well. Every video you make, alright? I'm going to make you look stupid and dumb. You just don't understand the Quran. You do not understand the Quran. You really don't. You don't know what you're meddling with, right? Just to get back at the Sunnis, right? You start fiddling with the Quran to find something wrong, right? You can't find anything wrong with this book. Do you think if I find something wrong in it, I would believe it? Like we're all mad, right? We read the Quran and there's a lot. It tells me to, you know, pedophilia is okay in the Quran. And do you think I follow that? Do you think we're sick or something? Well, we're not. You're the sick one, but I'll show you. I'll prove it. I'll prove it right now. Right now. Oh, let me shut up for a second.
With me here in studio to unpack this from Islamic sources and commentaries, our dear brother David Wood. David, the Quran itself actually endorses this.
And this is important because, as we've seen...
David Wood is having fun, isn't he? Look, so serious. Look, I've got glasses that prove that I know what I'm talking about. Look at me. I'm wearing a blue shirt, and I can speak really nicely. I'm very articulate. But listen, he's having fun, look.
When we raise the issue of Mohamed and Aisha, Muslims at first will try to say, no, she was much older than 9. And then we show them what their sources say. But then they'll argue that she had reached puberty. And they'll say that in Islam, you have to reach puberty. We show from their sources that Aisha hadn't. See,
that is the Sunnis, right? That's what I'm saying. He's tried to get back at the Sunnis. But he's meddling with the Quran. He's trying to find a verse to verify that. But your problem with Sunnis is not my problem, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I've got the same problem with you. But the thing is, when you go to the Quran, that's when I come and stop you. Period.
But notice, it's strange for them to even make the argument that Aisha must have reached puberty. Not just because of what's in the Hadith, but also what's in the Quran. If it's wrong to have sex with a girl before she's reached puberty, why does the Quran allow men to have sex with girls before they've reached puberty? And so what you have in Surah 65, verse 4 of the Quran is that Allah had already revealed that if a man wants to divorce a woman, he should...
You know, he's saying it, yeah? He's saying it, but he doesn't realize what he's saying. He just said it. Let's go back a little bit, all right? A little bit. What he's saying, all right? Let him say it again.
That Allah had already revealed that if a man wants to divorce a woman,
he just said it, didn't he? When a man wants to divorce a woman, not a little girl, not don't know what he's talking about, all right? Women, they're not kids. They're not babies. They're not little girls. They're not 9 years old. No, no. Not in English, either English or Arabic. Right? Let's carry on.
He should divorce her, and then the woman should wait 3 monthly menstrual cycles before she gets married to another man, so that there's no confusion if a child is born. But Muhammad's companions eventually raised the issue, well, what about our wives that we're divorcing who don't have a monthly menstrual cycle? What do we do in those cases? And there were basically 3 categories. There were women who were too old to have a monthly menstrual cycle, little girls who haven't reached the age of puberty, so they don't have a monthly menstrual cycle, and pregnant women.
That's right.
So Surah 65 verse 4 is to give a ruling on those situations. Yeah,
exactly.
And we'll go ahead and read the Halal Khan translate.
Listen, yeah? Listen properly, all right? Even if you don't speak Arabic, yeah? Just listen, all right? Listen to what he's going to add into it. Like someone I know done it, okay? 1 second.
We add a little bit of commentary to show what it means, but it's exactly what we're saying. So Surah 65 verse 4. And those of your women as have passed the age of monthly courses, so these are women who are too old, for them the iddah, that's the waiting period before you can marry again, for them the iddah, prescribed period, if you have doubt about their periods, is 3 months. And then it goes into a different category of wives. And for those who have no courses, i.e. they are still immature, they...
See, here, I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to repeat that. I don't know where you got this translation from, but I don't know where did he get this crap from, but it's nothing to do with the Quran. It has nothing to do with what's in the Quran, in Arabic.
Is 3 months. And then it goes into a different category of wives. And for those who have no courses, i.e. they are still immature,
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get they are still immature from? Where in the verse in Arabic does it say immature? Where? David Wood? Where? Did you translate that yourself or something? It's like you actually written that down, didn't you? You done that, didn't you? Right? But let's let him finish, and then I'll come to him with what the verses are saying. So we can just shut him down. He will never use this again. Share it, please.
Prescribed period is 3 months likewise, except in case of death. So, here...
He just added as well, in case of death. 3 months except case of death. There is no word about death on the Arabic side. Where is it? Where did he get that from? He's actually using that translation. Oh my God. This is terrible because the words he's using, they're not even on Arabic. So I don't know where he got them from. Death, immature, where did he get those from? David Wood, please let me know.
The ruling that if a girl who is still immature, she doesn't have a monthly menstrual cycle, if you divorce her, then she has to wait 3 months because she doesn't have a monthly menstrual cycle. So you just wait 3 months instead. But notice what this is actually saying. Obviously, you can get married to a girl before she's reached puberty. You can have sex with her.
And then he said this, he said girl, yeah? Look.
Months instead. But notice what this is actually saying. Obviously, you can get married to a girl before she's reached puberty.
Earlier he said women. So the verse is talking about women. And then here he said the girl. Where did he get that from as well?
You can have sex with her and divorce her, and then she has to wait 3 months before she can get married again, but she hasn't reached puberty. And so the next guy can marry her after 3 months, have sex with her, divorce her, all of this before she's ever reached the age of puberty. And so the Quran is actually giving rulings, and it's assumed that you can have sex with a prepubescent girl.
I want to add Tafsir al-Jalalain, by the way, which people can go...
No, that's not going to go to any tafsir. I'll tafsir. I'll tafsir for you. I'll tafsir for you. All right. Let's be just here. Let's read the verse again. واللائي يئسن من المحيض من. I should really stop here, David Wood, honestly, because if you read the Quran, you know what nisaikum is, right? It's not little girls. Nisaikum are mature women. There is no nisaikum in the word Arabic, right? That is little girls. I should really stop here, right? And that will give you the idea that you are actually wrong all the way to the end. All the way to the end, right? So, واللائي يئسن من المحيض من نسائكم إن ارتبتم فعدتهن 3 أشهر واللائي لم يحضن وأولات الأحمال أجلهن أن يضعن حملهن ومن يتق الله يجعل له من أمره يسرا. Yeah? Let's translate this in English, the proper translation, right? Word for word translation. I don't add nothing to that. For those women, not a girl, you said the girl earlier, who have reached menopause, if you have any doubts, their interim should be 3 months. So this is for women in reached menopause, yeah? So we know that, yeah? 3 months, all right? That's it, done, yeah? As for those who do not menstruate, and those who are pregnant, all right? Their interim ends upon giving birth. Anyone who reverences God, he makes everything easy for him. So, David Wood, stop being a devil and an idiot and read again, yeah? So, the women that have menopause, right, 3 months. So, if a little girl doesn't have doesn't have a period, she's the same level as this woman with no menopause, right? So, her interim, if anything, will be 3 months, won't it? You dumb idiot. You know, because they're the same level. We both don't have a period, right? So it should be, if it's a girl here, it should be with women with menopause, right? Period. I'll show you that. But I'll show you what that word means. As for those who do not menstruate, and how about the one that they don't know? They haven't had a period, okay? Right? They don't know if they're pregnant or not. I mean, the Quran works on everything, all ages, you understand? At them times, they don't know. They don't have a test. They have to wait. They have to wait a certain time. Right? So, they don't know that they're pregnant yet. It doesn't mean they're children. Women, that they don't know if they're pregnant or not. They might miss one period. Right? That's why I said it do not menopause. Not because they're kids, you evil little man with your glasses and your articulate English. But I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Do you understand that? I don't blame you because you got a sick mind trying to find something wrong in here and there isn't. So Allah is talking about the women that they don't know they're pregnant yet. They might miss a period. But they might be pregnant or they might not be. So if they end up being pregnant, they have to finish all the way to give birth. If they're not, they'll be 3 months anyway. It will be 3 months anyway. We'll go back to the menopause women, the same category. That's how the Quran works. You just have to have a bit of a brain, all right? Really intellectual, not you trying to be, right? To understand this. But I don't blame you because I'm gonna just wait for me, guys. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. All right, now this is gonna sound scary to you right now. Trust me, believe me. Just listen to what Mohamed hijab is saying here.
This is gonna sound quite scary for you right now, yeah? The reason why it's haram to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old is not found in the Quran whatsoever. It's found in the Sunnah, and in fact, if you look just at the Quran, you will get the indication that you can have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. And I'll tell
God said, no. Let's hear this again. Let's listen to this again. It's like David Wood is talking. David Wood with a beard. The Egyptian David Wood.
the reason why it's haram to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old is not found in the Quran whatsoever. It's found in the Sunnah, and in fact, if you look just at the Quran, you will get the indication that you can have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. And I'll tell you why. And I'll give. Hold on. I'm saying this, and I'm going to back it up with evidences. Let me repeat my point. We both agree that it's haram and it's wrong to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. Okay, good.
You both agree, you and David Wood definitely agree. I'll give you that. The only person you convince is David Wood, and that says something, innit?
My premise today, my thesis today is as follows. The reason why it's haram to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old is not found in the Quran at all, but is in fact found in the Sunnah. Okay, and listen, if you just read the Quran, it is halal, it would be halal to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. Tell me how and why. In Surah Al...
I mean, at least David Wood didn't say it's halal. You know what I mean? He wasn't happy about it. This guy's happy about it as well, with a smile.
Chapter 65, verse 4. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us who you can divorce and who you cannot divorce. And then he says, وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِدْنِ وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِدْنِ, and the ones who had never been...
That's really the same. First of all, at least David Wood used the whole verse. So if you hit the whole verse, you know it's women. It's not kids, it's not anything like that. You know what I mean? But he used half of that verse. And then he added things to it. I'll tell you what he added. And he's an Arab as well. So at least David Wood probably is doing it, he doesn't know. But this guy knows.
And then he says, وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِدْنِ وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِدْنِ, and the ones who had never been pubescent before.
He just added never. David Wood added immature. And this guy added never. There's no never there. It's weird. How can you not see it? How can you not see it? How can you not see it, Sunnis, honestly? Do you think these people are smart? He's actually saying, go and watch the whole video, all right? Because I'll show you. Go and watch. So I took him out of context or something, yeah? Look, extreme consequences. And he called it, this is his video, the extreme consequences of believing in the Quran only. That means this is it. And he left it there, and he's got 142,000. I mean, David Wood is better than you, but in that one, I mean, you couldn't even beat him. Well, almost there, though. It's just weird, man. Honestly, that's weird. Really weird, man. How can two enemies agree on one thing? Two like better enemies, all right? Better enemies can agree on one verse, right? And how they add things to it and interpret it. That's what they do, interpret it. That's why it's not easy to find. You have to look really hard to find word for word. No addition, word for word. Exact word for word. It won't be exact, but it will be close as possible. That's what I try to do most of the time, to give you the proper word. Trying to find the word is not easy because the Quran has its own language. It doesn't even work with Arabic sometimes, you see. It's not easy, and I to be honest, a lot of people say, why don't I do that? I don't want to do that to myself, to be honest. I don't know, I can make a mistake, you see. It's like I'm asking people to follow me. This needs to be done by a group, a big group as well. A big group. Let's say at least 50 people who know both languages and understand the Quran to do exact copy. But there is good copies out there. Well, they don't really hurt, you know what I'm saying? They don't say things like this, like you can be a paedophile in Islam. Do you know what I mean? I just find it funny, honestly, because when God said most people do not know, it's just exactly that. Most people do not know. They really don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. They just don't know. And the world, right, and the communities think they're smart. You know what I mean? You can't go against the Quran, man, honestly. You really don't even just try, because you're going to look dumb. Quran is going to make you look dumb. Because you're trying to give your narrative to a Quran. When the Quran itself, right, whole languages came out from, or whole Arabic, right, came out from the Quran. And you can't use what Arabic we speak now on the Quran. You're not trying to put your narrative into it. You have to understand how the Quran says it. Exactly, because if you do anything else, you adding shit. And people like me who come discover that. Simples. You don't add shit to anything, man. Come on, just be honest and read it as normal. Stop lying, man. David Wood, I'm coming for you, man. I'm killing you in every video. One by one. I've been watching you, mate. Don't worry, I forgot about you. All your so-called Christians as well, yeah? I'm coming. Bye.